I'm Carolina1, and I'm the director of a research center in virtual reality called the Emerging Analytics Center, and we are part of the University of Arkansas. What I do here, I'm going to tell you what happened to me when I first saw virtual reality. Let's go back to the beginning. When I first saw virtual reality in 1991, I had the same experience everybody's having today. Somebody put some goggles on my face and I start looking around some beautiful world. And of course, I was a young student at the time. I never seen it before. So what did I do? Same as everybody does today. Wow, you know. But like with everything else, after that is over, the excitement is over, then you start thinking, what is this thing really? What is it, this thing? What does, and again, I'm thinking as an engineer, what is this thing doing for me other than just wow? So when I started thinking that, first of all, I was, I'm not myself anymore here. Because when I'm in right here in this room with you, I see my hands, I see my legs, I see a little bit of my hair in here. When I put goggles, I lost all that immediately. I'm not myself anymore. I don't know how big something is. I don't know how close something is because I can tell this table is here because I can see my hand going towards that table. So that gives me a sense of space and relationship. In the virtual world, I'm trying to grab something, but I don't see anything. At the most, I see some floating hand that is not connected to my body and is not even my own hand because most of the virtual environments, they give you a male hand, and I'm a woman, I have my little red nails and all that, so it's not even my hand. So I lose myself the moment I work in the virtual space. That's number one. Number two, as humans, we like to talk to people. We are very social individuals. We're a very social, animal. I put my goggles on, I lost all of you as well. Because I might be seeing something and I might be saying, look at that. You don't see it because you don't have the goggles on. So what I see, you don't see it. There's no way for me to share that with you in the same way I share this room with you. So to me, those kinds of things, since I was very, very, very young, were very annoying about the way virtual reality was being approached by, in general, by the research community. So I thought about what can be done to bring myself into the virtual space. What can I do to do that? And I was very fortunate because I was starting my PhD, and the professor that I was working with gave me a lot of freedom to explore whatever I wanted to do. He had some set ideas of what he wanted to do. And I started doing what he wanted me to do, but at the same time, in parallel, I started experimenting with some of the things that I was interested on. And down the line, the professor was, gracious enough to recognize that the direction that I was going was exciting, and he let me run with those ideas. So I ended up developing, in a sense, a goggle big enough that it was the size of a room. So instead of putting it on your head, I built a cave. So it was a room. I'm still in use today, 20-something years later. So you walk into this room. So because your body comes with you into the virtual environment, your friends come with you into the virtual environment, and you'll see that tomorrow when we go to the laboratory, so you come with me, and then I will be saying, look at that, and you see my finger pointing at a virtual object, the same way I say, look at this table or something like that. So the social element is part of the virtual experience without any recreation virtually of yourself, which is what people do these days.